Today's cue cards is, describe your experience when you changed your school or college. So before starting, please like the video and subscribe the channel. So this is the sample answer. It is undoubtedly true that moving from one location to another has its advantages and disadvantages. One positive aspect is that we get to visit new countries, try new foods, and adapt to different climates and ways of life. In contrast, we long for the familiar faces and times of our past. Transferring schools necessitated a complete upheaval in my life. My grandparents live in a different state, therefore I had to relocate there. My grandparents' health suddenly deteriorated, and my parents made the decision to stay with them to encourage a speedy recovery. But because of this, I had to pick a new university and transfer my credits and enroll in new classes elsewhere. In 2020, while India was under lockdown, my father's work required us to live apart from my grandparents. But my grandfather's health declined abruptly, and they required the support of the family. After 10 years of being apart, we finally made the decision to move in with them and merge our families. My dad had a tough time juggling their needs with his professional responsibilities. My mother and I helped take care of our grandfather, and our grandma enjoyed being reunited with us after a long separation. My grandfather's health began to improve after he started taking his medication, getting the care he needed, and feeling the love of his family. At first, the transition was difficult since my parents had to strike a balance between their job and family life, and my mother was preoccupied with taking care of our sick grandfather. Likewise, I was having a tough time settling in and being comfortable at my new school. Once everyone settled in, though, they seemed genuinely pleased to have found a home with one another and to support and care for each other. My grandfather's health had improved, and our presence had alleviated the lingering sense of isolation in my grandparents' home. I was completely swept away by the love and kindness of my family at the time. To sum up, we have all felt blessed and graceful by the presence of loving friends and relatives. Truth be told, I am obliged beyond words that my parents were willing to give up so much in order to provide better care for my grandparents. So this was the sample answer, and if you still face any difficulties, then ask your doubts in comments section.